And she said that one thing that really impressed her was my authenticity as it came across. And I was so appreciative, right? And I was probably a little too honest about the evolution of the show and how my really sincere lack of confidence in my abilities in certain capacities, including interviewing interesting, successful people, including having good quality content to even put out there to compete in the podcast world. Whether I was the guy, whether it was right, or whether I was just doing it because everybody else was doing it, but I'm not really making a difference. I'm not really creating a positive ripple. To which she said, "You did for me, and I know you do it for others." And that's why I want to bring you this guest, because I think that they can, by extension of your audience, make a positive ripple.
This little video went out a while ago about sort of our recap for 2024. But what really impressed me was someone heard this particular little segment, and she too was a producer for a different podcast network. And she came back and she said, I don't know how you do it with just a limited small team, but you really come across with your show as really well produced, really strong, high value content. And she wanted to uh, open my network, or excuse me, her network up for additional guests that she feels would be in alignment with what I'm doing, how I'm doing it through the podcast. And I felt like it was a little more authentic, just rather than her seeing some random video and being like, "Oh, us too, right?" I can try and get my people as guests on your podcast. She had actually done her homework and she recalled a number of episodes dating back to 2022 that she really liked. Now, she could have been BSing me, but I don't think so. And so just by putting out this first video expressing how one producer had actually come back to me and said how much what I'm doing has value, and then to catch a second one, man, does it get any better than that? I don't think so. I mean, it's pretty positive. So if you're not paying attention to the Ripple Effect podcast with Steve Harper, please check it out, subscribe, like it, give us a review on Apple Podcasts. It's the only way other people learn about the show. And if you find value in content, let us know what else you need, what else you'd like me to expand upon, what other guests I should be interviewing. And be sure to do a shout out to the guests that have been on that you really like. Let them know you saw them on the podcast and that you appreciate the time they invested to bring that content to you. So, had to share this and hope you guys check out the show. Ripple on.